All right. Thanks for coming in. Hope you can hear me well today. Let me share my screen as well. Screen share screen. All right, good. So not so many of us, but I would like to start anyway because this is one of the topic that we would like to discuss. And let me see on the YouTube side. Okay, right. So this is today is topic 35, and we are going to go through some of the topic. But you also notice, right? So today I'm actually in my living room. It is late time Vietnam here, and I changed from my working room into a living room because this one is like a bigger space. So starting from this year, maybe I will just start to work more on this side, just giving more space. All right. So for today, I'm going to talk to you about few things. Okay. So the first one is about like what is new in AgenticFlow, which we introducing about a debug tray. And the second one, we are going to talk a bit about like what is the upcoming AgenticFlow roadmap that is in near 2 weeks. What are you expecting to have? And the third one is we also would like to share with you like about the launching of Claw last week, and also we make a decision to rebranding Claw. And this is also have a very interesting story. I hope that I can share with you guys on this one. And finally is also in the Discord group, if you are following the discussion with everyone, there is some discussion about like what is the platform moving forward. So I'm sharing a bit point of view during the chat, but I think I will take some time today in order to explain my point of view, and perhaps that we can discuss further about what is a moving forward of the platform. So I will show you by first is the introduction to debug tray. So I will zoom in at this one a bit. Okay, but just double check. Rick, everyone can hear me okay, right? Okay, good. Thanks, Yurik. All right, so let's move on. So debug tray is a new feature that we just add. So basically what this feature do is in the preview and debug tab, we're introducing a small icon like this one. And this icon is actually allow you to click on the message, and it will allow you to open the debug detail tab on this side. So this debug detail will give you more visibility about like what was the model that have been used to proceed the message, and what is the running tree look like. So whenever that one message that you're sending out is going through multiple steps, including like, for example, like generate email, if it's using some tool, a plugin or workflow and so on. So there was a kind of like black box, and we received that feedback from many of you on this one. So that's why we decide that we give you more visibility. And each of these, the messages will have each own the debug tray. So you can click on this icon, it will open. It will give you like the how many tokens that it have been used, what are the model that is used. For example, this one is GPT-5.1 Codex Mini. And also if you click on this one, each of these items, we call it a span. And each of these one will have its own input and output with all the information and also latency, so that you can see your details. For example, like in this one, I'm clicking on the user input, which is the parent span. Then it's going to take the input of the user, which is I say like, you have image generation tool, please help me to generate an image of a woman. So this one means like when a user like me or maybe any of your end user is sending this message, it's going to take as input, it's running through this 5 steps, and also it's going to setting output, which is the image. And also you can click on the details of the tool. For example, like this one named plugin AgenticFlow generate image. So it means this is a tool that we are using, and this is the actual format of the data that we are sending out to this tool in order to generating this images. So this is very useful in case that you are not able to control like what is the information that's sending in and out, and because sometimes the agent is not composing the prompt pretty well. So if you're having that kind of problem, then you can prompt the agent better. But maybe just sometimes that the information that we're sending to the agent is not correct. So you need to solve the information problem. So I think with this kinds of like input and output, you'll be able to see that. And also you have click on the final one. So this is kind of like a last step in one of the messages, and it will give you like what is the final output of the message look like. So this is the agent output that that's sending. So this is the screenshot of this one. So I'm going to open AgenticFlow and I'm going to show you like where you can get it. So you go into the agent editor. So just close this one. So this is your normal. So let me go back here. So when you are first landing, you'll be landing in here in marketplace, and then you go into agent, and then you just click on any agent. It will open an agent editor, and then you just chat with it like normal. And if you notice in here in the agent message, we are having some of the icon, which is debug. So you just simply click on that icon. And this icon is going to allow you to see what the message is about. For example, this one is my message, like you have image generation tool. So this exactly mapping to this one. And in order to composing only one single message like this one, these are the 5 steps that the agent needs to go through. And this similarly, it's going to have another one. For example, like this is my question, like what are you capable of? Then I click on this one, and I will see that this message costs around 190 tokens to answer, and it will answer by GPT-5 Codex Mini and so on. So I hope that with this one, you have the more capability to debug your uses, and if there's a tool call and so on. So this one is currently on the impacting on the agent. We will implement that into multi-agent as well. So, but it's a bit more complexity because the multi-agent is just more complex. And furthermore than this is, we will give the AI, which is Ishi, which I mentioned later, all of these debug details. So when you are asking Ishi to debug your agent on this one, it can actually trigger a message to a test agent. It can read the debug details have been done, and then it can figure out what is went wrong, and then perhaps it will give you some message in order to solving the problem if we have anything in here. All right, so that's the first things that I would like to share about the debug trace. I'm going to go to Discord if you have any other question. Okay, I guess no. So let me go to YouTube as well. Hey, Marcel. Hey, Marcel. Thanks for coming in. And also we have a few more folk on YouTube as well. Right, good. So let's move on. So this is the first one that debug trace is about. The second one is about AgenticFlow upcoming roadmap. So as you can see in here, like we have been mentioned about this one for a while, which is task. Task is so we in AgenticFlow we have 3 core entity, or this is like a concept. So agent, multi-agent, and workflow. So all of them are actually the agentic workforce that you are designing. But right now, when they are doing the work, for example, like someone chat with your agent or someone going to trigger your workflow, you have no idea. You have to go to each of the agent or workflow in order to see why, who is triggering, what they do, and are there anything that gets stuck that I need to fix. So we will give you a task page that will give you the holistic view of your project. So how my agent is working, and like if any agent is running now, someone currently chat with it, or currently that is idle and no one chat with my agent. So that is where you can see it. And in this one, we will support you some of the filtering so that you can filter the message very easily and trace the information. And finally, you can click on each of the task item in order to open a side panel like this one. It will show you a timeline of the information, for example, like who chat first. So it is going to be pretty similar like what you can see in this history. When you click on this one, it will load up the conversation. So in this panel, it's going to quite similar. We display it in a timeline so that you can have a holistic view of your project. Yeah, so that is going to be the upcoming priority for the task feature to give you a holistic view of your project. Okay. Yep, I saw that there's a question. Bijou are asking. Please feel free to drop a message into the group. Okay. On YouTube, if you have any question, your screen over the bug, can you show it location again, please? Yeah. So let me go show you again. So you go firstly you go to agent on the left hand side, you click to any agent, and then you just chat with the agent, and then you see that there's small icon that in here. For example, like this one, it shows debug. So you just click on this debug icon. It will open the debug detail trace, and you can click between this one, this one, this one, in order to switch to different like detailed information of that action. In here, you can read information, the timestamp and number of token, latency, which model, what are the information that's sent in and get sent out. So these are some information I think that is crucial for you to control the behavior of your agent. And if we are even like if you're asking a workflow into this one, I believe that you can also trigger that workflow, and it's going to be quite similar. Yeah. So because we are controlling, can you use nano banana workflow and proceed? Yeah, so I'm asking this agent is controlling. Okay, text would like me to proceed. Okay, maybe this one. So copy. Yep, I just paste a very long text to the agent, and it's going to using a workflow nano banana professional whiteboard workflow to summarize my text into something that readable. And I hope that when this information coming back, I can click on that icon in order to see what is the problem. So as you can see in here, it's already triggered my run workflow nano banana professional whiteboard already, and just wait a bit on it to get it coming back. Yeah, nano banana is only taking a while to finish. Okay, it should be done. Where is the picture, please? Okay, so this is the picture. So this is Claude, actually Anthropic. They are releasing a new product that named Cowork. Origin is coming from Cloud Code, and because of the user is using that for non-code workflow, so it is simpler. It is working with everything. It is basically Claude, but it can work with your folder on the Mac. It can reorganize download, create spreadsheet, draft report, and it can very agency. It can using connector, skill, code in Chrome, and also stay in control. It will ask you before doing some action. Currently, it is using in the research preview, learn and improve try experience. And right now, it's only available on Mac app, and you need to have the Cloud Max subscription to use that. So it's quite good. Okay, so I will click on this one. So you see that is it going to no, it should be this one. So in this one, you see that we send this message, and then the first user input is this one, very long message, and then the AI is going to using to tune use. So it's going to trigger the workflow nano banana professional dashboard, and if I click on this one, it's going to show me like what is the text that it's sending to nano banana. And as you can see in here, perhaps that some of the text in here were truncate. We have to investigate where is it accurately that this is the information that get by the information, or it can be getting longer, and then this is the final information that the agent is getting out. But I think this is quite weird, right? Because I suppose that we should have everything. Okay, how to debug that? So we can click on this one, we can click on history, and we can see that this is the success run. Yeah, so this one is actually have everything, not just only the first few texts. So I think in the UI of the debug, we actually doing some truncate of the information. So this is the bug that we need to fix on this part. Why it not show up anymore? Let's refresh. Okay, it showed up. Bye. All right, let me go back to Discord if you have any other question. Can you have something like a workspace only own project? So if you want to have a workspace with multiple projects, it can be easy to manage. Workspace is the master workspace. So this one, when you are having all, so this is your workspace, and one workspace is going to be connected to your plan. So one workspace equivalent to one of the plan, maybe tier 5 or tier 4 and so on. And under a workspace, you can create multiple projects. So if I go in here and go into setting, and then I can create multiple projects under this one. So for example, I have project Copilot, I have project View and Skill, I have project General, and so on and so on. So those are the information that I have in my workspace, and it should be able to help me to create. For now, I think we what we can do more is that we can introducing one more concept, that is the folder concept. So in here, it can be organized and grouped into a folder. So it will be easier to manage and doing some grouping. But eventually, it's going to be more and more on the project level. So you can create multiple project level in order to manage your workspace. Yeah. So project, you can create a lot of project, and project is having a concept of like authorization. So you can invite and exclude people from project. For folder, it's going to be more for like grouping some workflow and agent together, so that it can easy to look and feel and so on. So we can introduce that. Yeah, that's no problem. For if you would like to using to segregate client, I would strongly suggest that you're creating project, because project is isolating of the data. So it means one data from this one customer is different from other customer, so they cannot access to each other. So even like you can inviting your customer into project as well. There's no problem. But if you are organizing them and you put them in only into one project, then they will see each other information. Yeah, unless that you will not add anyone in. Yeah, so that is what I'm recommending you to do. All right, so that is on the task. Let me check on YouTube if you have any other question. No. Okay, let's move on. So next one is on the new feature. So we after task, so we're also working on the versioning of the agent and workflow. So it's going to allow you to public some version that is going to be live and continue to work on other without impacting the version that have been published. And this is going to be very helpful in case that you have a version that's really good already, and then you can just restore to that just in case that you are breaking some stuff. So this is going to be up in 1 or 2 weeks. Okay. So next one is I would like to introducing Ishi. So Ishi is a new executive OS. Actually, we were launching Claw from last week, and thanks to everyone's support, we are launching at 11 in a day rank, and we have more than 100 points from community. So Wednesday is only a very competitive day, but we get more eyeballs, so that is good. And that is and also we have the feedback from Ta Tuan Nui. He is actually giving a very good suggestion that we really should to rename that, and because it's actually similar to cloud, and even like when I'm saying that YouTube is auto subtitle and it's just like claw, so it's just not good for branding. So we have some thinking, and we are thinking about name of Ishi, or which is the combination of will and intention. Just like we are baking the intelligence into a stone and make it work. And I think I have discussed it with community. Also, Ding Jing, he also giving it's the meaning is much more. So he putting it in the Jishu, which is a Chinese word making for intention. And instead of only stone, he making a better name, which is a cornerstone. So it's like a kind of like bedrock. So that is the meaning of the team now. So we are having a new website, and also the naming now. So you can visit it on our website, ishi.so, and you can click it to on our story. So this is the meaning of ishi, intention with stone and cornerstone. The final is the intention cornerstone. So this is where you can build your foundation of your future. Okay, so this is how the name coming in, and also we very proud that we can build together with all of your in here, and I'm very happy that we have you with us, and yeah, so that is the bit. And let me move to the next one. Like, what can Ishi do for you? So Ishi is an executive OS. It can automate your local file system via AI agent, no code, and it is just a local first janitor that can help you organize file. And we have launching Ishi on Jan 7, which is last Wednesday, and just today Cloth actually launching a quite similar product. It is co-work. They just launching today. And what they can do is that they can help you to organizing your desktop file with co-work. So this is exactly the use case that I will demonstrate last week, where we can ask Ishi to organizing our download folder, and it can read meeting transcript and building some standard up deck and so on. So Ishi can also do that. But the core difference between Ishi and Claude is that there's few points. First one, Ishi is not coupled into any provider. So you don't need to have a Claude Max. So let me repeat on this one. So right now, in order to using, where? I think we have a UI somewhere. A bit lagging. Thanks, Scorpio. Okay, I'm glad that. Okay, let me go back on this part. Okay. So for Cloud Cowork, you need Cloud Max, which is $200 per month in order to starting to use that. So with Ishi, you don't. So Ishi is free to install, and you can use that with like PixelMail Open Router or maybe your key somewhere else, and versus like $200 a month on Cloud Max. And you can Ishi is developed with a client server architecture. So this means Ishi can actually run from your computer while you can drive it from remotely from mobile app. So this one is we will save that for future. And when if we have a lot of like uses on Ishi, we will develop the mobile app. So just imagine like actually I having this problem a lot. So for example, like I'm still in the work with Ishi, and then my wife would like to drive her to the shopping mall, and I need to go with her, right? And but Ishi is still here and still working and also chat with me. And right now, what I have to do is I need to do remote desktop and also doing really tinkly things on that. But I think the mobile application with touch-friendly interface with a file system to select the file and also reviewing the work and also sending message to Ishi. And the Ishi is still working on my computer at home. So it had all of the contacts and file system and everything. It's just having a chat channel to me via by mobile app. So it's going to be something that's very useful for me at least. And I hope that it's going to be useful for you as well. If you are more keen on this one, please let me know and drop in the channel, because I think that is something very useful for me. And what we are just adding is that you can use AgenticFlow credit to power Ishi. So whatever the model that you can use in AgenticFlow right now, from Flash to GT5 Nano, GPT OSS 120B, GLM 4.5 Air, you can use that in Ishi today with the new version. Okay, not the current version, but this is a new version that in here. This is release beta 2. This is V010. This is beta 2. So if you have time, please have a look. You can go here. It is going to have a download folder, and you can download your file to download. Just be aware that this one is still beta, so it could break things because also we doing the renaming from Claude to Ishi, so it will need take some time to do migration of the data. So if you have time, please have to have a look, and if you have any bug, please let me know, and we will keep this testing for a couple of days before we push that as an official version to everyone. Okay, so that is a new version of Ishi, and how is it going to work? All right, I think that's it. So let me switch my screen to Ishi, and I will show you how Ishi in the work at the moment. Let me start with YouTube. I will stop share screen here. I will share my Ishi on the Windows. So where is she? Okay, I share Ishi. Okay. And I will share it on Discord as well. Stop sharing. Okay, so you should be able to see Ishi now. So when you are entering this one, and if you are not pro yet, make sure that you can get the code, check out and Stripe, and enter your email, for example, like Sean at AgenticFlow.ai here, and click activate, and then you can actually enjoying the pro version as we give you for free. And then if you would like to work together with Ishi, then you can now think that we are working on the folder basic. So you need to click on this button to open a folder. So for example, I already opened a folder for this office hour 2025. And what I'm asking him, Ishi, to do is first one is to understanding this folder. So in this folder, it's having a kind of like Discord announcement guideline and YouTube format guideline. And normally, after this kind of like office hour, what I need to do is to writing some Discord announcement and even like YouTube title and description. But normally I don't want to repeatedly like prompting the agent. I just writing this guideline into an MD file, and then later I just asking Ishi like, can you apply my two guideline to the SRT, which is the transcription of the talk in the folder, and then here is what Ishi come back with. So this is office hour 35. We will talk about AI architect and after watching, and this is Discord announcement and so on. So this was developed and using on GLM 4.5 AI, which is very efficient model. Can you write into an MD5 so that I can copy? Yep, so I have it brainstorm for me already, but I'm going to tell it to continue to writing that into an MD file so that I can copy and paste later. So that is how I'm normally using that to like formalize my talk, or kind of like writing some prompt and saving as a file so that later I can just reusing that again and again. Okay, it takes some time. Okay, it's writing a file to transcribe office hour formatted content like this one. Okay, so this is something that I can actually open on my file system and open that. So let me open on my folder. I'm going to office hour and 35. I transcribe. Yeah, and it's here. Okay, I'm going to drop that into Discord. Yep. You will not be able to see my screen, but I should actually create a new file into my folder. And actually, I can do a lot of other things with it by actually equip it with agent skill. So if you're having this agent skill, and then you can actually install a docx skill, PPTX skill, or PDF. So you can even asking Ishi to create a presentation in PowerPoint for you in your laptop. So just imagine like you have a lot of like documentation that you need to synchronize the information, and then creating a presentation to sharing to your team during meeting, or maybe you are cooking some report. Instead of like doing it yourself, you can put everything into one folder and then repeat what I just did. Ask Ishi to understand the folder. Ask it to do some task with some information and guideline on the file already. you can actually go here, you can plug add, and also you can search for that text. So this will going to be mentioning the file of the information, and then you can actually just tell it to do. For example, I'm going to put guideline, YouTube guideline, guideline Discord. So you just mention this information in Ishi and also send that message. And then Ishi will have the context like what file that you are talking about in order to do some of the work on this part. And Ishi is very powerful and it's really helping me a lot on doing the work. And I think this is some very early use case for Ishi that you can use. And how you can connect with Ishi with AgenticFlow is that you go into AgenticFlow MCP and then you are just click add new MCP with this one. So with this URL, okay, you just click add server, you paste URL, you set MAF2 and then click add server. So this server is going to be added on this part. We will need to do some fix in order to make it refresh in here. But after it's fresh, then you can actually click on authorize it in order to open. Let me disconnect first. Okay, it will I'll connect. It's going to click on this one. It will open and also ask me to authorization to the project and then authorize my integration into this one. You can also add other server as well, not only AgenticFlow, and we support a lot kinds of information on that. All right, yeah, so what else? What next is on the AgenticFlow, okay? So you can go in here and then you will connect provider. There's a new provider already, AgenticFlow in here. You can click on this AgenticFlow, and then what you need to do is to create a AgenticFlow API key in order to paste here. So I was going to show you how to create that. There's a question on YouTube. When do you suggest? So right now the Ishi is still in beta. You can download the beta version in here, and you can help me to verify if it's working well on your side. It's going to take a few days. We would like to ensure that everything is work well and no really big breaking. So if you have some time and comfortable with maybe some small minor issue, you can help me verify. But I think give it until the end of the week, and I think this will be good. Okay. So next, okay, I need to show you like how you get this AgenticFlow API key. Then let me stop this screen and go into screen down again. I'm going to AgenticFlow. Let me repeat on Discord. On Discord, stop screen, share screen again on Discord. Okay, so you go into AgenticFlow on this one, then you click on this area, and then you go into API key. And you should have your API key activated already. And you just click on create an API key in here. Give it a name, for example, like Ishi tokens. And then you just click create this one. It will give you a key, and you copy that key, and you go back into Ishi. And I will show you where you put that back. Okay, stop screen, share again on Ishi side. Share and stop here. And just copy whatever key that you have in here and click submit. It should be okay. And for now, after you are doing connected, you can actually select the model from here. So you can select Haiku 3.5. You can select like GLM 4.5 Air and GPT OSS. I'm going to using GPT OSS. I'll just say hi. Yep. So the model have been answered. It's powered by AgenticFlow and GPT OSS to 120B. If you would like to using more premium model, you can using PixelML Open Router. So it's going to be the same. You just put a key from PixelML and here, or you can also upgrade to Pro and log in with your Claude Pro and Max account, or maybe even like ChatGPT OL, which is your like ChatGPT Plus account if you already have subscription on that. Or even like if you would like Google Anti-Gravity, you can also use that as well. I also suggest you that using Google Anti-Gravity by click here, go into Google and click on this first option, because right now Google is giving everyone with a Google account the access to their anti-gravity. And this is very cheapest way because it's zero, it's free for you to give some access to premium model like Opus 4.5 or Gemini 3 Pro with zero cost. And though the limit is quite short, but it's still usable for the day-to-day use. So I strongly suggest that you are taking advantage of that. And also remember, this one is experiment feature. We are doing some magic in order to take the authentication from Google in order to use for Ishi. It can break anytime, so use it while you still can. Okay. All right. So let me go to Discord if you have any other question. For Visual, the question from Visual is how can we map API key security stuff? So you should create different key for your staff so that they can paste that to their computer. All of the key is storing on their computer. So later you can revoke that by just deleting the key on your AgenticFlow dashboard, and that key is gone. So even they keep the key, but it's invalid to consume your workspace. Similarly, for PixelML Open Router, you can also give them a PixelML key so that it's going to charge to your bucket. And if you don't want them to use it anymore, you can just delete that. So that is very simple that way. Yep. Any other question on YouTube? A question about license. Can I resell license anytime, or do new user have 60 days to activate and use this license never expire? So the question, reply to Anton is that you need to claim your discount code, okay, by 31st of January. Discount code need claim before 31st of Jan. Discount code get 60 days to redeem, otherwise expire. So I strongly suggest that you are using the discount code within 60 days. Otherwise, it's going to be expired. It's going to be because it's a launch campaign, so it has a short period to redeem. But because of the discount, the license is tiered to email. So technically, if you can create email, so you can actually claim no license to those email. But after the discount code have been created, it only have the expiration date that the system already configured. So on when the day is over, it's over. And then one more thing. So to make your life easier, we will create a feature that we will convert your discount code. That currently the discount code is only one discount code, and you can use 50 times, right? So we will create a feature for you to convert the one discount code with 50 times into 50 discount code, so that you can maybe distribute them separately, or maybe even sell them separately as well. But remember, even those 50 new discount code, each of them going to able to redeem only one time, and they will also have the expiration date similar like the original discount code. Okay, but this is a new feature that we will implement in order to make your sharing easier. Yeah, so we just realized that sometimes you don't want to give your original discount code to everyone. So that's just something that we can do. The discount code, right? It's going to be in here in Launchpad. You just go into AgenticFlow and go into Launchpad. I will drop the link into YouTube and also in Discord as well. This one. And please check your email. We send an email with detailed instruction on how you can create a discount code and also check out. But it's quite straightforward, right? You just go into the page, you click create the discount code, and you use that discount code. You go to ishi.so and go into the checkout and apply that checkout button, and it's going to give you like a zero cost checkout, and then you have the license already. So remember, whatever email that you enter during the checkout is going to be granted a license, and there will be no way that changing that license afterward. So you just make sure that the people that you would like to give the license to, either you give them a discount code so that they can check out before the discount end, or you can yeah, just check out on behalf of them and give their email in the Stripe email. That's okay. Small limit credit HPI key we have the bug tray max token per month per key if we need. Yeah, this is a good point. I have some talk about this already. We can limit. We cannot limit token, but we can limit like the number of credit that is going to be consumed in AgenticFlow. For example, like 20,000 credit, for example, per key, and in the Pixel ML, it's going to be dollar, for example, like $20 per key. So that is doable. We are not able to limit per token. Yeah, credit is okay. Yeah, we can implement that. That is some valid point, and we will implement that. All right. Any other question? Yep. I'm unsure how project is working. 3 project, but how do I add agent to a project? So project is totally isolated between each other. So it means one agent from one project cannot reference to another project. So the only way that you can do is you export the agent from one project to a file system, and then you go into a new project and you import again. So the reason that project exists is some of our customer actually are agency and working with different customer, and they would like to ensure the work that doing for customer A is not going to mess up with the customer B. And then you can even like inviting customer into your project as well in order to allow them to see and also do the managing. So so we cannot put agent between project, but you can export agent to a file and then import that back to a new project. Okay, I'm going to show you how you do it. Okay, let me go here, and also on YouTube as well. Stop here, sharing YouTube again, Windows. For the question from Anton, no, you don't need to use that by end of January. So you just need to claim your discount code by end of January. So after you claim your discount code, it can have 60 days until end of March to check out. So next question from Jim is that can we connect Ishi to Google Gemini subscription? At the moment, not yet. We can connect to anti-gravity. Oh wait, I don't know. Yeah, for this one I cannot answer yet. I suppose that if you have anti-gravity, then you will tire it to Google Ultra or maybe Google AI Pro. Then that should be okay. But for normal Google Gemini, I don't know if they are part of like Google AI Pro. But you can try. Just go into to Ishi, go into Google and select Google Anti-Gravity and authenticate. And if your subscription can do, then you will automatically have that. Yeah, I don't have the Gemini Pro account, so I cannot confirm that. No, you don't need to set up own provider again. Ishi itself already have the ability to migrate from Claude. It's a one-time migration. But yeah, it is in beta. I test on my machine, it works, but because it might not work on your computer, so you can try. If you have problem, please let me know. We will implement the fix. But technically, it should work. Yeah, you don't need to migrate all of this one. Yeah. So ideally, but I'm not sure yet. We're still in testing. Is it in beta? So next question from Bijou. Do we claim the code from Launchpad or wait Ishi to show on Launchpad? Oh no, Claude and Ishi is same. So that's we just changing the naming. So you can claim the code now, and you can check out with that code, and it's going to can be able to redeem on Ishi because it is actually same flow. Just one product. We're just changing the name. There's the license from Claude is going to be transferred directly to Ishi, and there's no problem with that. Yep. Any other question on YouTube? No. Okay. Please feel free to drop me a question. So I'm going to put the last 10 minutes to talk about this one, the Ishi and AgenticFlow ecosystem. All right. So if you are going to our Discord over the weekend, that there was a really head-up conversation, and I'm truly appreciate everyone in that conversation that really sparked the conversation and help me to understand like where we are and also what is expect from community on this part. And I'm preparing a slide together with help from Notebook LM in order to share what my vision about Ishi and how it can help us in the AgenticFlow ecosystem, and then perhaps that also tackle some of the concern from community as well. So after today, tomorrow we will send out an email to collect wider feedback from community, because maybe most of you may be busy and you are not participate the conversation on Discord, but I still would like to listen to your feedback and where do you want the platform would like to be, because I would like to balance between community feedback and also my product vision, so that you can help me to solve my bias in order to ensure that we can develop a product that fit to the need of the customer. Right. So I'm going to go through this one, but before that, I'm going to Discord. If I think No Name having some question. Kishi is amazing. Oh, really? Awesome, awesome. Yeah, No Name already mentioned that Ishi helped him to build 4 workflow that connect workflow and receive input, voice, and image, organize things in AI Drive, send data to category table, and schedule posts. So I think this is really something that we would like to give this capability to everyone. And Scorpio, actually in this meeting, he's actually kind of like inspiration for Ishi coming up. I'm going to share more on this slide. Okay, so let me start. So the title from this one is the cornerstone of intention. So the name of Ichi is came from Ding Qing. He gave the name of in Chinese that means intention, and also a cornerstone, which is the foundation of everything. Okay, and we would like to bridging the gap between AgenticFlow raw power and also accessibility automation. Okay, and so this is the feedback from the community. So user can go more a week without running into bug. And I see the valid feeling from everyone that we might spread too thin when we are introducing new product. Seem like we are distracted. So seem like we are ignoring our user, and there's some button that break and also broken button. Okay, we acknowledge the pain. Introducing a new tool where core platform has stability issue, it can look like a shiny object symptom, but there is a reason that we are doing this. Starting from beginning of the year until now, we wrote 2,000 pages of documentation, create 250 videos, but we are reaching into a top of threshold. So we pumping into the complexity world where we are having the configuration barrier. The human, which we are, is cannot absorb the information that's a lot about a new platform. And also we have another work to do as well. We are not just like us. We're only building AgenticFlow and we know everything in and out. You have ton and dozen important work to do. And if you're spending a lot of time on this one, and maybe you have frustration. Actually, this one is not only AgenticFlow problem. It is common AI automation problem. And even like automation itself, like NAN is also having this problem as well. It's too complex for the non-tech people to understand and build it. And even like you are building this one, you still need to learning the concept of technical people, like what is an API is about, what is a JSON, how you can debug the connect and request. So building complex workflow is too difficult to do manually. We cannot self-scale the support by writing more documentation. We need a fundamental shift in how you interacting with the platform, not better instruction, but a better interface. So Muslim, he gave very great metaphor about a horse and a car. If we are having like continue to building this one, like having more bug, then we can have a better agentic flow, but you still have to do manual configuration. So it considered as a faster host. But if we are having an issue that can be a facilitator that can help you, then issue becoming a car. He can help you to reach the goal much faster. So just like quote Henry Ford, if I ask people what they want, they would have said faster horse. The facilitator gap, the competitor like NAN have 10 years of dev time to live for them. We don't just need stability. We need a 24/7 facilitator. So the pivot that we are believing is that AgenticFlow is born in AI age. We can build an AI interface that build with you instead of like asking you to do manual configuration anytime. And it will help you to bridging your intent and platform capability. I see issue is not a distraction. Easy is the fix for the AI automation problem. User can talk to Ishi as a facilitator that knowing everything about you in your computer, and Ishi can actually help you to build workflow, agent, MCP. Ishi can even coding for you. If you need an API to a platform that never exists in AgenticFlow, you can just ask Ishi to write an API node to code to that platform, and Ishi will do it because we have that API capability. So the engine is AgenticFlow is going to be serving as a platform to deploy your agent and serving your customer on AgenticFlow. Ishi is going to be the one that's going to build with you 24/7. Ishi will live on your desktop, manage your complex backend on AgenticFlow. Instead of trying to reading docs to fix an error, Ishi will read your docs for you and read the context and configure the backend workflow for you. And most importantly, what we are building for here, for trace, it look very complex to you, but it's going to be very helpful for Ishi to understand how each agent is doing. Just imagine you ask Ishi to create an agent, and then you ask Ishi to test an agent, and then you ask Ishi to test the conversation and check if the conversation having any error. So this debug tool is going to be made available for Ishi, so he can understand and he figure out what to do even before you even know what that means. So what you need to do is you need to understand what your goal and you talk to Ishi via automation, kind of like that. So the goal, we are not abandoning the core. AgenticFlow is always the flagship product. We are building a new interface that makes AgenticFlow more usable, easier to everyone. And yeah, so this is name of Claude. We was building Claude as kind of like grab thing for you, organize your download folder, but we pivot to Ishi. Ishi is intention in Chinese and stone with the cornerstone. So Ishi is the vision of Ishi is a cornerstone of your intention to allow you to transform whatever that you are believing and you would like to do into a platform that can be serving to your customer. And yeah, this is credit to visionary Ding Ching. He gave the name. And what is the synergy between AgenticFlow and Ishi is that AgenticFlow will give the deep trade log to Ishi. Ishi will understand the local context because it on your computer. User, you will need to able to consult Ishi about actionable fix or solution. What do you want the agent on AgenticFlow to be behave? You tell Ishi build on that. And if I break the process into 100%, then before you need to do 100% by yourself, manually learning configuration. Now, I would like to say that you are spending maybe 10% to brief Ishi what to do. The other 80% is going to be done by Ishi and AgenticFlow platform to talk and trying to create that. And the last 10% is for you to validate the work of Ishi and also maybe doing some manual configuration on AgenticFlow platform if that is something that Ishi cannot figure it out. We are going to get there where Ishi can do most of the work, but at least until now, Ishi can do some of the work that speed the feedback loop. Okay, so so we are building that into a like glass box philosophy. So Ishi is on your computer, so it's privacy first. You can bring the key either via AgenticFlow or PixelML, or if you have Claude, GPT, or Gemini, you can just put the key in, and it's local execution. It can browse your file, and yeah. So AgenticFlow is a young platform. Within less than 1 year, we deliver multi-agent system, MCP server, AI drive, code execution, native web search and scrapping, agent task management, native high-level imaging, webhook, agent skill with Anthropic compatible. We are moving fast. The engine is much more powerful, but right now we would like to focus on stabilizing this one, and this is the vision that we are realizing. So Scorpio, he shared with us a very great story in Discord. You should read that. But this is what I quote from him. I don't even read the documentation. I simply tell Claude the URL and let it figure it out. Because AgenticFlow already have everything you need to build agent, workflow, and multi-agent system. You don't need to learn how to build it. You need a system that can help you to build that. You just need to copy the URL of the documentation in AgenticFlow, throw that to Ishi or Claude or anything. Then you can build that like what Scorpio is doing. He built 16 agent system, 150 website by a method that using AI with his specialized AI workflow built in AgenticFlow. So Ishi is democratize this power because you don't have to be a technical wizard like Scorpio. He's smart. He can wire up everything together with disconnected tool. But I don't think that if we are writing a tutorial, you can set up it all together. But if we are building Ishi, we pack everything together, then you just need to install the app and ask Ishi what to do. And the strategic focus is that the core team is still focused 100% on AgenticFlow stability, bug fixing, traceability engine, the UI UX improvement. The Tiger team, which is a small team, going to be doing Ishi and also continuously improve Ishi. So we are slowing down some new AgenticFlow feature to prioritize on stability on AgenticFlow. And for the Tiger team, we'll solve the accessibility problem. And immediately in next 2 to 4 weeks, in AgenticFlow, you can expect traceability, which is the debugging that I just demonstrated to you today, the task dashboard, and the agent versioning. So please be assured that AgenticFlow is still the flagship product, and we will continue to invest on AgenticFlow. And for Ishi, we will continue to developing the desktop version and make it accessible to AgenticFlow more. And yeah, if you not yet to grab your license in Launchpad, do it today. If your friend would like to support us, we are still have some support license in here. And yeah, so I'm still same, Sean. I'm just trying to build a harder problem than when we start. And thanks for feedback, and it's holding me accountable. And we will build a platform capable, but we also make it accessible to more people. And we need to work on both at the same time. So yeah, that's it. I spent 15 minutes to talk about this one. I hope everyone not asleep. Sorry, I'm going to go back on this one. Yeah, of course, I'm going to drop the slide to Discord. Yeah, I'm going, Maxwell, I'm going to drop my slide into Discord now, and I will share you where Where is it? Oh, I cannot because it was more than 10 MB. But I'm going to compress this slide and I will drop to our Discord and pin that to the group. Yeah, so I hope that this is sharing my my vision. Tomorrow we are going to send you an email so that you can voice out your feedback, what you would like to solve immediately in order to make your life easier on AgenticFlow, and what are your feedback about Ishi as well. because it's still early. It's beginning of 2026, and I believe that this year you will have Ishi and AgenticFlow to be your pair, and you can transform your subject matter expert, your business, into Ishi to let him to help you first, and then part of the work, if you would like to delegate to the cloud, then AgenticFlow is there, where you can build agent, workflow, and multi-agent system. Coupon available for Ishi? Yeah, of course. Actually, you can claim that today. Here, you can go into lunch part. You can claim free for this one. So all of the AppSumo user from tier 1 to tier 5, you are granted from 1 license to 50 license, depending on your tier. What you need to do is just go here and claim this code, and using this code to go into ishi.so, get lifetime access, click here, and then replacing this checkout code with the checkout code that you have. Yeah, this one is like 70% off, but I give you for free. Yep, it's 0. Make sure you enter an email in here, is the email that you want to have the license to, because each license is connected to this email address. All right, good. So I think that's it for today. I hope that this is helpful and also clear on my vision as well. I hope that we are building a car instead of building a faster horse. Thanks everyone, and happy new week. And I will talk to you again on Friday. This Friday we have a build section where I'm going to do a bit of like build some workflow and agent with Ishi as a pair programmer. Come join us on Friday. Okay, thanks everyone. Have a good day. Bye bye.